Get ready to explore the simplicity of creating easy audio sound waves in Adobe Illustrator. I'm your guide for this visual journey, and together we'll unleash the potential of blend and transform tools to transform sound into stunning vector graphics. Jump straight into Illustrator and head straight for the line segment tool, which is the shortcut \, and then just single click anywhere within your document. And for the length, I'm going to use 1920 pixels, which is the full width of the artboard that I'm using. And for the angle, I'm just going to set this to 0, and then I'm going to press OK. Once you've created the line, add a stroke fill using your desired colour. If you want to follow the tutorial exactly, just note down these 3 colour swatches. Then you just want to vertically and horizontally centre the line within the artboard. Now there's a couple of ways we can achieve this sound wave shape, and if you're not looking for complete control over where each curve will be, then I would recommend the roughen tool, and we can set this by going to Effect, Distort and Transform, and then select Roughen. From within the roughen options window, we can change the amount of detail, we can change the size of each one of the curves, and we can also specify whether they are smooth curves or whether you want them a bit sharper as a corner. And the settings we're going to use is 13%, relative, 1, and then we're just going to make sure that those points are set to smooth. Once you've entered those details, press OK. If you're happy with the way the curves look, we can simply expand the appearance by going to Object, Expand Appearance, and then we want to switch the solid stroke fill over to a gradient fill, and we want to add another 3 points into the gradient slider. And we can just evenly space these out by selecting each point and then setting the location. So I'm going to set one at 25%, one at 50, and the third one at 75. Next, let's select each point and set our colours. So for the left and far right points, I'm going to use a darkest colour, which is this dark colour in my colour swatches panel, and this will also be the background when we come to create the background. And then for the other two, I'm going to use the pinkish purple colour, and then for the middle one, I'm going to use the yellow colour. And again, all those colour swatches on the left hand side. Next, using the line segment tool again, which is the shortcut \, single click anywhere on the artboard and recreate the 1920 pixel length line or whatever width of the artboard you're using, and then vertically and horizontally center that within the artboard. And we want to change the stroke fill to our darkest color, and then we also want to right click and go to Arrange, Send to Back. Select the selection tool, which is shortcut V on the keyboard, and then we want to make a selection around both lines, and then go to Object, Blend, and then Make. And then once you've selected the blend from the left toolbar, we can double click on the blend tool icon, and then we want to change the spacing to specified steps, and then just increase the amount of steps to something that you're happy with. I'm going to use around 25, and then just press OK. And as you can see, the blend gives us this sound wave effect. But to make it stand out a little bit more, let's select the rectangle tool and click anywhere within our artboard. Then I'm going to create a rectangle which is the same width and height. Then I'm going to vertically and horizontally center that within the artboard, and then I'm going to switch the solid fill over to the darkest color. Then I'm going to right click and go to Arrange, Send to Back, and as you can see, it looks a lot better. To give the sound wave a bit more depth, we can also duplicate the blend layer and create a little bit of a blur effect. And to do that, you want to head over to the layers panel and then select your blend layer, hold down the Alt key, click, and then just drag a copy of the blend above, and then go to Object, Blend, Expand, and then I'm going to go to Effect, Blur, Guassian Blur, and then I'm going to use a radius of around 60 pixels. And obviously, depending on how many blend steps you've chosen, this can take a while to render out. And then from within the transparency panel, I'm going to set the opacity down to something like 50%. And there you have it. We've unlocked the secrets of creating audio sound waves in Adobe Illustrator. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more creative content and hit that notification bell to stay updated. Feel free to share your creations on Discord. I'd love to see your unique spin on this technique. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next one.